Hi everyone, thank you for joining to this webinar. My name is Juan Contreras. I'm ISB Dev Center Solution Sales Lead in Nova. And today we are going to introduce you to the digital signature by Docuten eSign for those users of Business Central and NAV, and also Finance Operations and AX. And we will introduce you to the discount promotion we have until the end of the year for your customers. So take a seat and enjoy. This is just a brief agenda for today's session. We will introduce the digital signature, the concept itself, and what types of digital signature can we use with the platform. Then we will move to the different modalities we can use Docuten eSign, depending on the ERP and also if it's an online web portal use. Then we will move to a short demo of Docuten eSign. I will present a brief summary of the distribution partner model and also the special promotion, discount promotion we have until the end of the year. And finally, we will introduce some questions and doubts. You can use the GoToWebinar section on the right, and you can send your questions and we will answer them at the end. We will record the session, and afterwards we will send out this clip and also all the documentation we're going to review today. So thank you everybody for joining, and let's start. So first of all, we want to introduce you to Docuten, the SaaS platform for digital signature that intends to move all traditional physical signatures to the digital world. And first of all, we want to introduce you to what's the concept of a digital signature. A digital signature is just a mechanism to recognize a sender of a document and a number of signees that are going to participate in this process, so that we can obtain a signed document by all these parts, and this signature is valid according to the regulation that is applied in this case as a European basis, because the regulation that Docuten is supporting is based on the European one that is called eIDAS. And in addition to complying to this regulation, Docuten is a trusted third party. So this enables Docuten to certify that all digital signature processes that have been completed with the platform are compliant to this regulation, to this European regulation. And there is an additional proof for the certification, that is the evidence document. This is the document you can see on the on the right side on the screen. It's in Spanish, but it can be in the different languages, the different languages that Docuten is supporting. I will introduce them afterwards. And this is just a proof that Docuten is going to certify that this the document has been signed according to all technical and all quality standards that have been outlined by this regulation. In terms of the origin of the document, who has been the sender, and the different stages in which this document can advance. For example, when the document has been notified to the first part, and this first signee has received this email, they have accessed to the Docuten platform to finalize the digital signature when they have requested the OTP code, the one-time password code. This is one of the types of digital signature that Docuten is supported. And finally, when this document has been finally signed. This will be specified in this document that is going to be attached to every single flow that has been completed with Docuten. Now we move to the scope. We're going to talk about scope in two terms. First, in terms of geography, you can see on the screen that the Docuten is available worldwide. You can see those countries painted in blue. These countries comply to the European regulation. As I said, this European regulation specifies some international standards, both for quality and technical process. And with those countries in blue, these comply to the European regulation, and so the digital signature can be finalized without any problems in those countries. Then we move to functional scope. Docuten is used both for internal needs for digital signature. We can recognize examples such as human resources documents or legal documents, just as contracts or any other kind of documentation a company needs to send out to their employees and get a copy, a digital signed copy. And also with third parties, external customers and suppliers. For example, with customers, the most frequent documents are sales orders. These are the most frequent one, but you will be able to send any type of PDF that has been generated by your ERP, which can be Business Central and Navision or Finance and Operations, or you can just import any PDF that has been created before and send out to a number of signees. Now moving to types of digital signature, Docuten is going to offer the types of digital signatures that have been included in the European regulation of electronic signature. And there are two main types: qualified signature that has been based on a certificate that has passed this authentication process beforehand. And also we will have an advanced signature. Here we can see two types of signatures: biometric, which is based on a trace that has been placed on a tablet and a smartphone on a touchscreen. And this is more in case that there is some kind of interaction with the person you need to sign the document. And then we have OTP signature, one-time password. This is the most common one, the most frequent, because it's very fast to finalize the digital signature. In this case, this signee will receive an email with this OTP code, which is a 6-digit code, and the signee will have 3 minutes to copy and paste this code in the Docuten platform and then validate this signature. It's very easy to use and is the most common with Docuten. Let's move now to the different modalities, the different usages we can have with Docuten. This is an outline of the different possibilities we have with Docuten. We will start with the easiest one, which is the Docuten based on a standalone or web usage. It's on the top right corner. This is just a login into your browser to Docuten.s, and you can log in and upload a PDF document you want to send. This is the easiest one. Then we will move to the integrations both with Finance and Operations and Business Central and NAV. Today's demo will be based on Business Central and NAV. I think most of you are working with this ERP line, and I will show you the functionality in this scenario. And also we are working on the CRM section of Microsoft we're working to integrate Docuten as well with Dynamics 365 for sales, because in this context, there is a need to send out sales documents to get signed by customers. So therefore, we are also working in that scenario for integration as well. I'm going to start with, I will just briefly present both Docuten eSign for Business Central and NAV, and also Docuten eSign for Finance and AX. For Business Central and NAV, the available versions we are supporting, we are aligned with Microsoft in this case. We are supporting from version NAV 2016 onwards, and also Business Central on-premise and cloud. And for this last version, also available on app stores for download. So what is going to help Docuten eSign within Business Central and NAV? We will be able to just send out documents for a digital signature. This is very easy to get the idea. How can we send this, or how can we start this digital processes, signature processes? We will have two main ways to start the flow, depending on if this is a PDF document that has been created from from Business Central and Navision, from any report, or is a PDF that has been created beforehand and you just need to upload and introduce the signees and send out this document. So for this first option, we are going to have some standard sales documents that have been prepared so that you can create a document from the sales order, for example, itself, and automatically send to the contact that has been introduced in the customer card. We have standard functionality for both sales invoices and also service, the service module from Business Central and NAV, sales orders, invoices, and quotes, any kind of quotes as well, have been introduced in the sales standard documents. But we will be able to just print any standard or customized report and send out to a number of people. Then we are able to import any PDF that have been created before. We have created a contract from outside Business Central and NAV, and we can upload. In this case, we have some standard entities such as customers, suppliers, products, banks, and fixed assets, in which we have a drag and drop section or upload section. And we can attach, for example, a contract with a customer, and this can be seen from the customer card. And from there, we can start a digital signature flow. But we will be able to just upload any PDF to the container, to a document container, and from there we can start any flow that is not related to these 5 entities. So we have the 2 ways for creating a flow. Once we have this PDF, we will be able to send to this number of signees. We will create an agenda, a signers list. We will introduce, of course, the email and name, but also we will introduce a type of signature, the ones we have seen before, biometric, OTP, certificate. We can select which type of digital signature this signee will have, or we can just leave it open for this signee to introduce the type of signature. Then we have the role. We have 2 types of roles, the signer itself or the prover. We can introduce another role in the flow. If, for example, we need a person to review a document, if all information is correct, or if we need somebody to get a notification once a document has been signed by previous signers. So we have this additional rule to introduce in the flow. And finally, the language of notification, Docuten is supporting Spanish, English, French, German, Dutch, and during next weeks we'll be supporting as well Italian and Portuguese for end of year. So if we need, for example, to sign a sales quote with a German customer, this German customer will get the email in that the corresponding language, and also they will get the Docuten platform, the web platform in that with that language. So there will be no problems to sign a document with a Dutch or a French customer. From Business Central and NAV, we will be able to review the status if this document has been signed or is pending for signature. And finally, we will be able to download this document and also this evidence document from Docuten that is certifying that the process has been completed properly, and any attachment that can be included in the flow. One additional feature is that Docuten eSign for Business Central and NAV is also allowing the Docuten web use. For example, if there are some managers that they do not access to the ERP frequently, they will be able to log in through the web portal and just upload and send, which is a interesting feature for that type of users as well. We have some latest updates from the new version we released 2 weeks ago. We have amplified functionality for all sales documents, both for standard sales and service invoicing. We also have the possibility to review sales documents in a specific query, because these documents include additional information such as customer, register posting date, type of document. So we have created a specific query for these documents. And also we have also included some queues for sending to automate sending of the sales documents, so that we can, for example, plan a sending of documents every day at 7, or just for a specific moment we can send all sales orders or delivery notes that have been posted. And now I'm going to just show you briefly Docuten eSign for Finance and AX. It's very similar, AX 2012 to be exact. We have the chance to create any PDF. In this case, we use a standard functionality from Finance, the printing a standard functionality to create a document to be signed through Docuten, and the attachment, the standard functionality for attachment, we also use it with the Docuten eSign. From that onwards is the same process than in Business Central or NAV. We will just get a signers list and we will be able to review the status, the different stages, and finally we will be able to download, and also including this possibility to log into Docuten website and start the process, the signature request from a browser. Let's move on to the demo. I'm going to show you, as I said, the Business Central NAV one. So first of all, I'm going to show you a brief overview of the setup. I think this is quite interesting to show. And I will move on to the role center. I will explain every line that you can see on the screen. Just one sec, I'm going to check connection. As I said, Docuten eSign from Business Central and NAV is going to allow us to print any PDF from the system or import any PDF that has been created in Navision. This PDF can be a editable PDF form that has some fields that the signer has to complete and then sign. So they will be able to print and then send. One sec, I'm trying to reconnect here. Okay, so I'm going to show you the setup. Here we have some identification for the customer. In this case, we can specify that we want to send automatically sales document to Docuten. This is for sending a sales order, for example, immediately to the contact that has been introduced in the customer card. A reminder date calculation, for example, 3 days. If we specified an expiration date for a document, when this document goes in this 3-day limit, we will have a list in which we will be able to send reminders. We can also export this template. We can just modify, introduce logos and all fields that are needed in this template, and we will be able to send out these reminders. Then we have default reports, both for sales and service documents, sales documents. This is just for partners when a customer, this is quite frequent, has a customized report for this document. So you will be able to just modify these reports. Some serious numbers for total of documents and the 2 ways that we can create PDF from a template, a report, or from the file storage from containers, PDFs that have been created outside Business Central and NAV. And the reminder email with the subject and the layout, we can export the template, and as I said, we can modify this. Then we have sales documents and service sales documents. Here, we can create a Docuten document just immediately from the registration of the document. Then we have the entities, for example, from customers. We have this drag and drop or upload section. I'm going to show just one customer card, and you will be able to check this. You can see on the right that we can upload. We can click and choose a file, and here we can see all files that have been attached to this customer, so we can check status from the customer card itself. And this will be applying to vendors, items as well, and banks and products and fixed assets. Then here we can see total of documents, the different status, pending, ready, sent, signed, cancel, with the description for cancellation, deleted, and multi. This multi section is interesting for sending out documents massively. For example, there are 2 ways to send a document. One is a digital signature in order. This will go to the first signer, then to the second, and then to the third. So there is one document signed by 3, or a multi. In this case, one document will be sent out to these 3 signers, and we will get a copy with each other. So we will get 3 different copies of the same document. So this is mainly used for human resources document, or if we want to upload some terms and conditions with different customers at the same time, we will be able to use this functionality. Then we have queries. This is for sales document. As I said, these documents include customer number, type of document, posting date. So this is just a query for this type of documents. And the reminder list. Here we will get all documents that are within this 3-day notification for reminder, and we will be able to send a reminder email. Then we have signatures, individual signatures, and pending and the ones completed. The agenda, we can get an agenda of the different users we are going to introduce so that we have this prediction when we introduce the first letters of this email or name. And we also load this details such as signature type, role, and language. And finally, we have the document management, the two ways to create flows from templates, also including the standard ones, and the file storage, also including the entities, the one with this attachment functionality. Now I'm going to create two different flows, one from a sales quote, for example, and start the document. Let's create a new one. I'm going to introduce this sales quote as an example, and I will show you how we can send this to the customer to get it signed. So here we can see the Docuten eSign section. We can create a document. Let me just introduce a photo. Let's create a document. And now, as I indicated that this can be automatically sent, if we say yes, we will be sending automatically this document to the contact that has been introduced in the customer card. But I'm going to say no, and I will show you what other additional information we can introduce in this document. I'm going to show document. Here we have some general information, title, description, expiration date. So this date will be calculated also with the reminders. Notification date if we want to send it, but this must be notified in a different date. Language, and in this case has signers. You can see this is my email, my test email. This has been recovered from the customer card, and the signature type, role, and language. I'm going to change language, by the way, so that you can see how this works. I'm going to get and add an attachment. We can add attachment to a main document, for example, this one. And here we have the two ways for sending in order or in a massive way to get a number of copies depending on the number of signers. I'm going to send this. There is only one signer, so it doesn't matter. And once this document has been sent, going to my inbox. This is the customer inbox. I'm going to just check. You can see there is a new email that is asking me. There is a signature request here. It's a sales quote. I'm the customer. I'm going to view and sign. So this is the customer interface. The customer is a very easy to use interface. They can see a previous document, some log from a previous experience with Docuten. And here we can check the sales quote. Okay, they can download document, and let's see, they can just check all information that has been introduced. In this case, they need to confirm they have downloaded and read all documents, but first I need to download the document. Okay, I have downloaded the attachment. So I confirm now that I have downloaded and read all documents. Now I can just sign, reject, or delegate the signature. So let's, if I reject, I need to introduce a description for rejection. This will come back to Business Central and AB, but I'm going to sign. The OTP code has been sent to my email, so I need to check. This will be expired in 3 minutes. So if it expires, I can request a new one. So here we have the signature code. Okay. So we just need to copy and paste the code. It's that simple. Copy and paste and sign. Sorry, it's in Spanish, then I will change to English, but it's the same, it's just language. Now the document has been completed, and I get an email as a customer that is saying that this has been signed by all users, and this document is attached in this email. So you can see the sales flow that has been signed by me. I can also download this document from the actions here, the signed one and the evidence document. The document that is the Docuten is certifying that this that has been properly signed by all parts, and all the evidences in the process when has been notified, when I have opened this email, I have requested the OTP code until the signature, the final signature. Now if I come back to NAV and I just refresh, now here I can download this signed sales order as well. Okay, so from NAV we can recover document and also the proof, the evidence document that this is a properly signed document. Now I'm going to create a new digital request, digital signature request from a PDF that has been created from outside. In this case, a PDF form. For example, we have an NAD. We need to get completed, refilled from the customer and also signed. So in that case, I'm going to use the attachment functionality into the customer card. Let's see, let's go to the Docuten eSign section. I'm going to click to choose a file, and I have an NAD here. I'm going to upload, and below we have just here. This is a pending document. I'm going to check the document. Automatically, there is a new flow activated, and I need to introduce details for this request. If there is any attachment, if you want to introduce an expiration date or the different notification date, you will be able to do that from the Docuten here. I will go to navigate signers. I'm going to introduce my email. Okay, I can see this email is in my agenda. Okay, so I have all details. And the type of signature I can change. If this has to be biometric, automatic with certificate or undefined, the user will select which type. The role, if it's a signer or approver, and the language as well. We can change languages here. I don't want to choose to add any attachments, so I will set this ready and set. Let's see how this changes when we send out a PDF form. This document has been sent. I'm going to the inbox. There is a new request, in this case an NAD. I'm going to view and sign. Let me just try to change to okay, just we want to do this in Spanish first. Okay, now it's in English. So as you can see, this is now the interface in English. It's the same than before, but there is a difference here. We can fill and sign. There is Docuten recognizes this as a PDF form, so we need to fill in all fields. We can reject or delegate signature. I'm going to fill and sign. So Docuten displays the PDF, and you can see all fields that haven't recognized. So I need to just fill in. I'm going to just put some text data. Okay. So this is a very interesting feature for PDF form. So we need to get some information from a customer or any third party and have this documentation signed. This feature is also supported by Docuten. and now sign. Okay, we have this OTP code send. Let's go to the inbox. It's as simple as this. That is the reason why this is the main option for digital signature, the type of signature. Oh, this is not, I think. That's the previous code. Let's copy and paste and sign. It's that simple. And it's the same than before. We can download the evidence, the signed version, or from the email that is sent to all users. In this case, there is only one. We have this document attached in the same email. In this case, this NAD. We'll come back and refresh. We have the same here. We have this document available for Business Central and NAD. So these are the two ways that we have to create a flow. One from a sales document, from a report, but we can create any PDF for signature in the report templates. We have a request page, and any standard or customized report, we can print and create a new request. Or the file storage, the container, in this case, we can upload. If this is not related to an entity, for example, a customer, we can just click, upload, and send. It's that simple. So that is everything I wanted to show from Business Central and NAV. I'm just going to show you the web usage for those users that they do not participate in Business Central, but they want the possibility to sign, to send a document. So here, this is the interface for a user. There's some more information. I can create a new signature request, and I just need to upload or select a template. Now here in the web platform, we can upload templates, and we can get this NAD or any other sales contract template, any PDF form. And it's the same but in a web use: title, signers, and signature type. This is included with Docuten eSign, both Business Central NAV and Finance NAX. Okay, that is everything for the demo. Let's move on with the distribution model and pricing. Okay, this is the partner distribution model. First of all, the end customer pricing. You can see there are several plans depending on signatures per year. We move from 200 documents per year to 6,000 documents. For volumes up from those 6,000 documents, this is a enterprise plan that is an ad hoc plan for the customer. We will get a quote for this specific volume. You can see there are 3 columns depending on the usage: Business Central NAV, Finance, and Docuten, which is the standalone, the web usage. Very interesting. You as a partner can use internally Docuten with a 50% discount from that licensing, and also the implementation is totally free. Innova will help you to implement it and train your users so that you can, for example, sign your sales quotes with your customers, and that is also an additional reason for the end customer to buy Docuten. They will experience the solution before purchasing, so that is very good for the distribution part as well. Then we move on to the promotion. We have until end of year for all your customers. They will be able to acquire Docuten eSign with a 50% discount for the first annual subscription. So please take advantage of this promotion for your customers and for the quotes you're going to send, because they will be able to take advantage for this great promotion for the first year. This is the partner program. This is just to measure if a partner is interested in distributing the solution. Most of the 6 out of the 7 requisites are based on marketing. These are not very demanding, but we want partners that they include the solution on the website, they perform demos, so this will have higher margin than those that they do. This is just the end customer that comes to you, and this is just an isolated sale. Then there are supplementary services. Initial training and initial implementation is for free, both initial technical training and commercial training, sales training. And then for end customers, we will help you with services to implement. And depending on the usage, there will have we have different pricing. For those prices, you will get a margin on top. And also we have a support first level for you as a partner, and also second level support. In that case, will be a time and material support. Don't worry, we will be sending out this documentation to you all. And finally, the added value that we give to partners is that we help you both from the pre-sale and after sales. We help you with training. We help you with the marketing. We have the marketing department that will enable you with documentation, logos, all information you need to get it on your website, videos, etc. We will provide you with all this marketing documentation. Then we will help you with marketing actions and demos. We will follow up opportunities. We will help you with any call, totally for free. And finally, the implementation services and support. We close the circle, and that is a very high value for partners as well. So that is everything we wanted to show you this afternoon. Now you can send out any questions you have with the GoToWebinar question section. Okay, and customers need to buy any license to finalize a signature. Now, if this is a third party that you are sending a document to, they do not need any kind of license. They just need to get on the Docuten platform with the link they get from the email, and for them it's totally free. So that is why the internal partner usage is very interesting because you're going to generate interest also with customers if they start using it as a designer, not as a sender. Yeah. Okay, so thank you all for joining today. We encourage you to download from our app source or ask if this is an on-premise version for the internal usage of Docuten. We encourage you to use it and try it. And also, I hope you can include this solution within your portfolio, because digital signature nowadays in the situation we are facing is very important. Most companies need a digital signature solution, and Docuten is helping you all with this, with your customers. Thank you everybody for joining. You have my details on the screen, and we are here to help you with any further additional information you need, or any demo, or anything you need from us, from Docuten eSign. Please feel free to contact us. Thank you very much, and let's keep in touch. Bye.